After the interception, here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards the pick up there, good for a Raven first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to put...
And this throw will be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A gain of 8 there on the play. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
On red. Think right open. Think right.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They'll send the tight end in motion left. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down.
11, Agate.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Jags are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Lawrence. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. Lawrence will throw. Touchdown, Jaguars! Calvin Ridley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And Hill will opt for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
23 yards, the final tally. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Jackson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And there, of course, was a lot of talk about this ball game coming into play. 2 division leaders in the AFC. Could this be a potential playoff preview down the line?
Yeah, I think when you're talking about the talk about this game coming into play, you're talking about me because I blew up your phone all week prior to this one. I was so excited about this game because, to me, it's not out of the realm of possibility that these two teams see each other again down the road. I like this matchup. They match up very well against each other.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Justin Madubuike in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Here's Lawrence. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Jaguars' 43-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
It's a gain of 20. And the Ravens first down.
From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Jackson now. to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from evening this one up. Now, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep it back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
11. Take right open.
Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Let's go. Think right. Hey, kill.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a chance 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. The Jaguars at 10-3 on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Dafe Owe so quick, and he gets to him there behind the line. Let him go by a little too easily there.
Well, that's what we saw on film, isn't it? His head goes down oftentimes when he goes to punch, when he's trying to block. And when you do that, you can't see your target. He went right past him and made the play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
11, Agate.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Touchdown. Covered a lot of ground there. 81 yards on the punt return. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Go, go. Go, go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
Hamler now on the return. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 31-yard line.
DC ready?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the second quarter. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here's Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11. Silver.
They go play action with Lawrence. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
Hey.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
All right, let's go. Think right. Hey, kill.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That is incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Hey,
now a 2nd and 10.
Route. 13, Luke. Hey, here we go, baby. Here we go.
Again, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. Here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down.
Hey,
This
run.
offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Red on red. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Now Lawrence on first down. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
On red.
2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Lawrence. And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the 1st down marker. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. That is caught. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Lawrence finding Kirk there for the Jaguar first. He'll look to throw. Well, that's the third interception for Lawrence. And the Ravens are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 3rd and 3. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed, his elusiveness, and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
He'll get this up to about the 44.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns. Boy, missed tackles continuing to plague this defense, and they surrender another big play and a touchdown here.
Yeah, by my count, at least 2 guys had shots at it, maybe even more than that. But this defense, they've looked out of sorts all game long. That was definitely not one of their better efforts right there.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
From the gun, Bigsby. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That time, the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Go, go, let's go. 11. Takes right open.
Lawrence. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
It's a gain of 19 and brings up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. He can't get him down. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Right,
and this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long.
Hey, kill.
Lawrence will throw. And one more time, here's Kirk. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
11, Agate. Hey, I'm gun. 30 left. Here we go.
And they'll indeed go for it. Here's Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down as the defense couldn't come up with a big play. In fact, they got 6 more than they needed. A gain of 8 on 4th and 2.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Kirk. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at their 48-yard line.
Hey, run!
Now Lawrence to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw again is Lawrence. He's got this complete to Ridley. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Go, go, let's go.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Throw out wide is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action from Jacksonville.
Open, open. Sink right. Silver.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
13, Luke. 11, Agate. Red.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
It's now 4th down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Jacksonville.
Hey.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, kill.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
11. Go.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning it?
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Yo.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Deron Payne able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
And we all know how talented this guy is. He's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Hey, report. Ozzy, sit up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 31-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. 1st down, here's Mitchell. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from blocking.
And in for the Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, a 24-yard touchdown. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
Right, let's go.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Take right open. Here we go, sir.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Safe right. Hey, kill. 13, Lou. Hot.
Now Lawrence. And he'll get it down here to the 43. So a man shaken up on the play, and this is certainly noteworthy. It's Trevor Lawrence, the quarterback. 2nd down and 8. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Here's Beathard to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Here's Beathard to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield at man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down.
First down 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter. And that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. To throw is Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Mitchell. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Jackson will throw again. Oh, that's deep for Duvernay. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. Well, on one side of this, Charles, an impressive victory. On the other, I mean, you think about it, they scored in the first quarter, but then they didn't score in quarters 2, 3, or 4. They're going to have a lot of work to do before